Oh, okay. Oh, it looks like it's going. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Hey! Should I get my phone just...
yeah. I think it's
Hush, you gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations of God, the only one that gives me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plague I have in my eye.
I know, I just you're like, yeah. No, it was like, hey, I'm here, right? Yeah, but it went with a K instead of an I. Okay, you know what? I just did it super quick. Hey, that was supposed to be an I am here, but then I just pressed send. Hi!
Yeah, but Tegan was, she's just equally as worse.
Okay, let's just say hello first.
Hey, how are you, everybody?
We are so excited to be back. We took a long hiatus. There was lots of stuff going on in our lives. So
A long what?
hiatus. That's a big word, right, for you?
It's not a big word. Isn't hiatus like chaos?
Hiatus is when you like are away for an extended period of time, no? Anyway, I think it works. It works. Anyway, so we were away for a
Siri,
while.
What is hiatus?
Here's what I found.
Hiatus. In fun, no, there's...
Anyway, so welcome back. We're so excited to have you here. Hey, Vanessa, you're here, girl. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Yes, it has honestly been a long time. There's so much to update, so much things that have gone on. Hiatus is a pause in time. There. Thank you. Thank you. This guy always been like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I am not. Listen. No. Hang on one second. I wasn't questioning it. I was just
100%.
I wasn't questioning it.
You were questioning it.
All I was doing is, what does it mean? I wanted to make sure that if I don't know, I don't know if our viewers are gonna know.
Of course they're gonna know.
No,
you know your vocabulary you have a less of a vocabulary than our viewers.
You're so.
I'm just kidding.
Man,
Somehow he makes it work.
Man,
Somehow he has a business.
I've
It works, right? He's an entrepreneur. It works.
I've missed this. So rude. It's so rude.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been hiatusist.
Anyway, so we have been in a hiatus. I think our last podcast was back in, I want to say May, but I'm not even sure if it was May.
Oh dang, no. We were dude, I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a while. Honestly, there was definitely a while. Okay, there was definitely doubt in your statement, Maria. Don't take it from 100%, right? That's why when I say things, he always looks at me like sometimes he makes me doubt myself. No more.
No.
This is a new season. No more am I taking his crap.
Can we read your text messages? So hang on one second. Hang on.
Oh,
this is
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Jimmy. This is
Yes, I'm really bad at texting.
This is Maria's text messages to me. So when she says anything, it's not that I'm questioning it. It's like I have to, anyways.
Read in between the lines. Okay,
No, that's not
because
how it
sometimes I do it so fast and I press send. And then, oh, hey, Mike. Mike says May 1st. It was the last one.
May 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was texting him. I said, hey, I'm here. But I didn't put an I accidentally put a K. And before I noticed, I sent it. And instead of him being like, oh, she probably means, hey, I'm here, he's like, KM.
No, but and Tegan does the exact same thing. And she gets mad at me because I'm like, you should know what I'm talking about.
Yes, you should.
No, that's not how it works.
Listen, read the context of the sentence.
Yeah, I'm reading the concept. Hey, kilometers here. KM means kilometers.
Anyway, Mike is able to decipher me. So thanks, babe.
Yeah, because he's on survival mode right now.
I know he's my poor Mike.
We love you, Mike. Yeah, Tegan's the exact same way. So, dude, like, long time, man.
I know, it's been a long time. I think, okay, so we had our break because of summer was coming. You were getting bookings, I think, too, on Mondays. But I also got busy with the kids.
Yeah. So we both got sick a couple of times.
Yes,
and so
we were.
That took us out.
Yeah.
And then so that was one thing. And then I started towards April, May, June is always my like hectic, busiest season
Yeah.
for schools especially. So I try not to work on Mondays. But then literally April, May, June, 100% of my calendar was completely booked. And the only days were available were Mondays. And schools were still calling. And so then I was like, okay, I have to either lose them, they go somewhere else, or I take him in. And so then, yeah, that happened there. And then summer kicked in.
Yeah. And then summer's always tough, right? Because we
Yeah.
have lots of kids. So
I
Not-
have lots of kids. You
yeah,
have what?
I have 4. He has 7. No, 7. Yes,
Are you
7.
serious?
He does have 7.
Are
I was like,
you-
are you in your 8th already? No, I'm just kidding.
Are you friggin' serious? You don't know.
I'm just kidding. He has 7.
Okay, I didn't know how many you had either.
I know. That's why I'm like, you barely know my kid's name, so relax.
You're right. I only know Raquel, and that's it. That's it.
It's all right. You're bad with names. It's all right.
The what?
You're really bad with names. So
I'm
that's totally
horrible
what
with names. I'm horrible with names. I want to talk about something you did really cool just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
The Tough Mudder, dude.
Oh yes. So in my midst, okay. So I was off for the time, and then I decided I went to a I don't remember what it was. It was like a church function, and some friends of mine were talking about Tough Mudder. And I had it on my vision board. I had said at the beginning of the year, I want to do a Tough Mudder, right? But never did I know how to do it. I was scared to do it and
But
whatnot.
you did one before.
No, I did a Spartan race. Spartan race is less obstacles, less kilometers. It's only a 10K and it's only 25 kilometers, right? And I did it with people. And this time around, I was like, I don't know who's going to want to do Tough Mudder with me. So I didn't.
You've asked me a couple of times, and I've said
Yeah,
no.
every time I've asked you, you're like, no. Mike is always like, heck to the no.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was just one of those things that I was like, I don't know.
But tell them why, though.
What do you mean? Why do I like to do?
No, why I refuse to do a Tough Mudder with you.
Because he believes that
No,
he's
no,
going to
no,
get
no.
a tapeworm.
Stop. It just,
And
hang on one second. There's no.
the
I
mud
believe-
is going to go in his mouth and somehow he's going to get a tapeworm.
No,
That's going to.
it has nothing to do with that entrance point. It has to do with the other entrance
Oh,
point.
he believes the tapeworm is going to go from the bottom end.
And because it's happened. So here's no.
It's like a what are those old like a folk's tale or like
It's not a folk tale. I'm not making this up. Okay, I am not making that. What ended up
it
happening?
happened to a friend of a friend of a friend's cousin.
No, it happened to a friend of mine. I used to go to the gym. Like we used to go to the gym, not together. Like we used to like see each other at the gym, whatever. I won't mention Stephanie's name, but she was looking very sickly, and I'm like, dude, like what happened? Like her face was just like concaved in, and I'm like, dude, what happened? She goes, oh, I got sick. I'm like you're losing so much weight, and she was already a skinny girl to begin with.
I'm judging you for that one, Miguel.
And she was already looking sick, like she was already skinny to begin with, and so all of a sudden she's all like bones, and I'm like, what do you have? And she goes, I did a Tough Mudder, and she goes, and I picked up I believe I picked up a tapeworm, and I go, what? She goes, yeah, in the mud, it's dirty and there's stuff in there, whether it was a tapeworm or something, and she goes, it's eating me up inside, and so I was like, okay, I am never doing that again. So if I was ever to do it, I am taping up
Every orifice.
every entry point that I can possibly think of. I'm buying so much duct tape. I'm just walking around.
How are you gonna breathe? Like what are you gonna do with your mouth and your nose?
I haven't thought that. See, that's why. So I don't want whether it goes.
Anyway, I know people who have done Tough Mudder, and I have never come across that. So I don't know.
Well, I know
I don't
one
know about
person.
I don't know about his issues, but yeah. So anyway, in the midst of all this, I was listening to a friend of mine who was talking about doing it, and he was gonna do it with his cousin, or no, with his nephew or something.
Yeah.
And then I turned around to another friend of mine, and I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Nance, you want to do it?" And she was like, she jumped on board. I honestly was shocked that she just jumped on board, and I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we did it. We signed up.
It was just both of you?
It was just the two of us. Initially, it was supposed to be another mom that I met as well from my kids' football team.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing, like super fit, and we were gonna call ourselves like the Tough Mothers. It was amazing, right?
Oh.
We still called ourselves the Tough Mothers. Anyway, so then we.
See, that's why I can't join you.
Yeah. Anyway, so after that, I went through a whole period of time where I was like, Tough Mudder is intimidating. It was super intimidating for me. It's a 15-kilometer run. It's muddy. You look at all their promo material and like people are bleeding, people are getting shocked and everything, right? So I kind of like that stuff. I'm kind of weird. I like I like things that like bring on pain.
Can we keep this PG?
Anyway,
can we?
okay, first of all, when it comes to like, well, the reason why I signed up for Spartan Race is because legit, I saw somebody like bleeding from their forehead. And I was like, I want to do this. Anyway, so then... So then it came to Tough Mudder, right? And then I got to a point where I'm like, I wasn't hearing back from one of my friends, and like Nancy, and I wasn't exactly sure if she was going to do it or not. And then I had to come to the mindset that I was like, if she doesn't do it, am I going to do this on my own? Am I going to do it alone, right? And I decided, I was like, I'm going to do this alone.
That's insane.
Yeah, because I had given my mom advice with like, a few months before that I was like, don't wait for people to do things with you. If you want to do something, just do it, and then people come to you, right?
Yeah.
And so then as I was thinking about this, that thought came up, and I'm like, I can't be waiting for people to want to do these things with me, right? I have to, if I truly want to do it, I got to do it, right? Anyways, long story short, my friend Nance, totally, she was always on board. We just hadn't fully talked about it. We trained for 30 days. I did this like Tough Mudder prep program. And yeah, sure enough, we went.
They give you the Tough Mudder program?
No. It's from the platform that I use. They have a Tough Mudder training program. So it's a 30-day training program, running, weights, pull-ups, chin-ups, like the whole game, right? And yeah, it was really good. Like we did 15 kilometers.
I saw the video that you put, the monkey.
Oh yeah, that was my second try.
The what?
The monkey bars?
Yeah, the monkey
bars. And then
bars.
I fell in?
Oh, yeah.
That was my second try.
You splattered all over.
Oh, 100%. So
did
goal...
Did you actually make it, though?
No, I didn't make it. So that was my second try. So I did all the 30 obstacles. I did. But what I didn't actually complete, I complete majority of them. I would have said that I completed, out of the 30, I probably completed 20, for sure 26. I think I completed 28, though.
So how many are there?
30.
30, and you completed 25, 24.
No, 26 at the very least. I think I completed 28.
So when you say completing, meaning like?
I got from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
So the only ones, there was a few that took me about 3 to 4 tries, or one of them took me 5 tries to do. But yeah, I did a whole lot better than I ever anticipated.
So what about the other 3? Did you try and didn't complete,
100%.
or you just didn't do?
Oh my gosh, no! Of course I was going to try.
So
I tried 4 times.
So you tried all 30.
I tried all 30.
But only 27 you completed from beginning to end.
Yes.
And the monkey bar was one of the ones that you didn't complete.
Yeah, it was a monkey bar that I didn't complete, and it was I honestly just think it was a monkey bar that I didn't complete, and it was another one which was like one that you had to like shimmy down like a piece of wood, but you had to go up.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
one.
then you had to go around.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that one I couldn't like the
hand grip one.
My hand grip was shot. Like the next day, I was like this.
Yeah. I've gone rock climbing and the exact same thing. Like the next day, like your forearm is just burning.
Yeah, I never experienced it. I was actually super surprised that I was able to do as many as I did, because one of them, it was called, I don't remember what it was called, but it was the rings that are attached and you go from one ring to another.
Okay.
So I fell on that one twice. And then I saw my friend Nance. She did it. She did it on the first try, right? And I was like, man, I got to get it done. And the amazing thing about Tough Mudder is the community. People cheer you on. People you don't know, they're like, come on, you can do it. And so that pumps me up, right?
Yeah.
So I tried it. I did it on the 4th try. On the 4th try, I was able to finally get through. And then the guy that was like, you can do it. Come on, let's do it, right? I saw him at a different obstacle. And I was like, I did it. And he's like, I know you did, right? Honestly, if you know me, I'm a hugger. If you know me, I'm like
a crier.
I'm a crier. I experience all those emotions. Like if I get super excited, I'll like go like this, right? Yeah. I totally like my feet. My feet are like happy feet, and then 100%. Like I took people on a journey with me. People that I didn't even know. If you ever see my video of Tough Mudder, I'm busy hugging like all these people, and so people were asking me like, "Oh, were these your teammates?" I was like, "No, I didn't know them."
Yeah, I totally thought you went with a big group.
No,
you were like hugging everybody. I'm like, you floozy.
I totally was hugging everybody. I kid you not. Like, yeah, I was hugging everybody. It was an amazing experience.
The one cool. So you posted 2 videos.
I did.
Right. So there's a couple of videos that
shout out to Mike. He was my videographer, and he legit walked 10 kilometers to get me those videos. Amazing. Love you, babe.
Love you too, babe.
He was the true like rock star that was able to get me all these videos.
But but you said it's 15K.
It's 15K.
But he walked 10?
Probably, because I'm like there was a part where you had to go into the woods, so he wasn't able to get into the woods. Okay. But probably between like the back and forth and whatnot, he probably solid walked 10K.
So good job, Mike. But there are two. So you posted 2 videos,
Yeah.
and I've been using them on workshops.
I know. So I come over to this guy's house and he's like, by the way, I stole your videos and now I'm monetizing from your videos. And he's like, you don't mind that, right? I'm like, what? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm living vicariously. I would never. You'll never catch me do a Tough Mudder. I can't say never. I can if I can find duct tape. That's good enough. But anyways, there's a couple of videos. Anyways, you put out a couple of videos, and there's one, a couple of events where you did. I was like, this is pretty cool, which is what I've been using.
Mm-hmm.
The wall that's on a 45.
Yeah.
Right. And so you were starting to climb.
Yeah.
And you were struggling.
Yeah.
And then I guess your friend came over and she kind of like put her shoulder and she kind of like started lifting you up.
Yeah.
And so you finally got to over, and then you got over the wall, and then you were like straddling the wall, and then you kind of reached down and pulled her up.
Yeah.
Which is so huge, like metaphorically speaking in life, right?
You need a community. You need people. You need a village.
Well, it's not even so 100% that, but it was the fact that somebody lifted you up, and then you were in a much better position to help somebody else up. Mm-hmm. Right. And so it was like sacrifice on her part, because you were on her shoulders, right?
Yeah.
And you weigh like 200-300 pounds.
100%.
And then,
pure muscle, that is.
and then you were able to lift her up, right?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. The other one was the half wall.
The one that kept falling.
The one that you kept
that
splattering
is
all over the place.
Oh my gosh, that is like the biggest fulfillment, best obstacle I experienced. Like this, like my high after that was insane.
And the kids laugh, right? Because you're just and then you come back
yeah.
down. And
so let me explain this obstacle.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know, like what would you call it? A half pipe?
It's called a half pipe. Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to those like
skateboards.
Yeah. So basically, you see it in Ninja Warrior. You're sitting on a side where you run up and then you try to reach and then like you pull yourself up. Now keep in mind that it was wet. There's people that need to help you. So me and my friend Nancy. So Nancy, often I would go first, but this time around I was like, Nance, you go for it, right? And she's like, all right. So she went. Honestly, first try she got.
On the first time.
First try.
Okay.
She just got up there. They pulled her up and she was up there. And I was like, oh, dang. And I was already feeling super nervous about it because this is one of the obstacles that I built up in my mind, right? So it comes to my turn.
Why this one?
Because it just looks so, there's obstacles that I build up in my mind because a part of me wanted to tell me that I couldn't do them. That's the reason why I do these things, because I challenge a part that tells me that I can't do something, right?
Okay.
So this part, I was feeling a little like antsy about it.
So question, in the Spartan race that you did, was there a half pipe in that?
No, there was no half pipe.
Okay.
And the thing with the difference between the Spartan race that I did and this race is that I went with more people to the Spartan race and we kind of like stuck as a group. So never truly did I experience a sense of like other people outside of my group helping.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more of a mentality of like, let's get through it as fast as we can, as opposed to this one. I guess to some, there's probably that mentality as well. But at least what I experienced was like, I'm going, like, you're part of a bigger purpose. And they tell you that, like, when you're starting your race and you're there, they get you to take a knee and they talk about the importance of community, that it's not about being the fastest, but it's about like helping those around you, like full blown, like it made me want to cry. I was already like, and he's like, you don't want to do the best with your mind. He's like, you want to do the best with your heart. And if you turn around and you've done the best with your heart, then you have done enough, right? And I was like, no. If you know me 100%, I was crying.
I would be making fun of you the entire time.
I'm I'm all about the feels.
No,
I'm
I know
all
you are,
about
which is
that,
awesome,
like,
which is awesome.
Yeah, I honestly, I am not afraid to like compliment people. I'm not afraid to hug people. I'm not afraid to like, just be vulnerable.
Yeah.
In some instances, I do have the parts of me that are a little bit harder to kind of like manage. But anyway, anyway, back to this obstacle, right?
Yeah.
So this is a half pipe. Nancy goes on, she's already over the wall, and I'm looking and I'm like, okay. And so they're kind of like 1, 2, 3, go, right? So then I go and I'm thinking in my mind of like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I'm running. And the way that I'm running is not perfect because I've never done anything like this before. So I run, I get maybe halfway through that pipe, bam, the hardest fall I've ever had. Like I fell to the side and I felt the impact like on my ribs and on my hip.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw you when you went back to the starting point.
Yeah.
I saw you adjusting, and then I'm like, I don't know if you were adjusting because you hurt yourself, Or because you're adjusting because like it was hurting?
Yeah, like it was a huge impact. I am surprised I didn't have a huge bruise. I thought for sure I'm gonna bruise on this one, right?
Yeah.
Because then that happened 3 additional times.
Yeah.
But here's where the beauty of this was, right? There's 3 points. One, I realized that my mindset at that time was never like, I can't do this. My mindset was like, I'm gonna do this no matter what. So to me, I could have had 10 tries. I would have still been trying, right?
Yeah.
The second thing is that I needed people to get done this. I needed more than just watching my friend do it and being inspired by her doing it. I needed to be coached because I couldn't have done it by myself, right? So first I fall like 2 or 3 times, and then there's 2 guys at the top that are trying to catch me, right? And they're like, Nancy's up there, so she already told them my name, and so they're like, Maria, focus. And he's coaching me on how to do it. He's like, you got this, you can do this,
The
right?
guy's on top.
The guy's on top. So
Yeah.
I don't know these guys at all, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I go again. I try I try one more. I fall again. So then there's a volunteer. He
Yeah.
inspired me. I want to do that. He was like probably 70.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he looked like
Yeah,
Santa
He
Claus.
was a little old man, beard and with the hat. the
Yes,
safari
that
hat.
is me.
Yeah.
100%. I am gonna be that person in these races that is volunteering, and I'm like just hugging people, and like, you know how I told you one time that I wanted to be Olaf so I can hug people.
So sad.
I know, it was so weird, but now I
I
realize.
give warm hugs.
I know. I was like, I want to be Olive because I want to hug people, right?
So I have to pay a compliment before you continue. Maria does give amazing hugs,
I
right?
do.
But here, this is the thing is, it's not just you, but it's also Mike.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So
Mike is like the
if-
best.
If you know the Bunt family, I'm telling you right now, you just want to get hugged by them.
You're missing out. If you're not getting our hugs, you're missing out.
Yeah, you need a Bunt hug. You should make a shirt.
Yes. You
Bunt-
need a butt hug. Yes, babe. That's what we're doing.
You need a Bunt hug. It sounds like something else.
And then what I'll do is on the back, it'll say, "You're welcome." Oh man.
But they do. Both Mike and Maria, like it, and I know that we're derailing here for a second, but it's something about you. Like when you bring it in, it's like the hug feels legit.
Yeah.
Somebody else who gives amazing hugs is Debbie McMullen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get a hug from her.
I'm telling
after
you,
this.
telling you right now. She brings you in, she squeezes you from behind, not like. Dang, that sounded bad. She'll.
If you don't know, that's his mom-in-law. Oh,
But
man.
yeah, like it's anyway. So you guys are good huggers. But anyways,
Yeah.
so you're hugging everybody.
Yeah. So just to kind of speed up the story. So he gives me the volunteer. He's like, this is where he coached me once, told me what to do, fell. I
Yeah.
came back. He coached me again, and this is where
I saw him
literally
doing this.
Yeah.
I saw him doing
literally
this.
because what I was doing is I was sprinting too soon when in reality you gotta run, and then once you hit the half pipe, that's the moment that you sprint.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was just sprinting, right? So by the time I got to the half pipe,
You already winded.
I guess I wasn't going fast enough, right? So anyway, so I think this part of the guy in the bottom, the volunteer, really got to me because he looked at me in the eyes and he's like, I know how bad you want this. He's like, I can see it. He's like, I need you to take a step back and I need you to breathe. And I wanted to cry at that point because I'm like, I was like, yeah, honestly, it was like, like my life.
She's
I'm
crying
crying.
now. What the-
It was like my life flashed before my paper towel.
It's the only thing I have right now.
Just in case, let me grab a little bit.
You're just literally legit crying right now. Like what
No, you know why? Because it was like he could see how bad I wanted, and then
Yeah.
it made me think of other things in my life, how bad I wanted, and
Yeah.
how it was like what I need to do when I want something that bad and I keep falling on my face. I need to stop and I need to reflect and I need to take a breath because I wasn't doing that in my effort of wanting something so bad. I just kept making the same mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, by that time he coached me again and I actually got up, and then the guys they started coming down further down, the guys that were on the top, and then I managed to get up high enough that they were able to catch me. And when one of the guys caught me, he's like, I'm not letting you go. You're not falling, right?
Oh, dang.
And
Oh,
so then
dang.
they're like both, they pull me up. You must know by this time I'm full blown crying. Like you must know, right?
Gosh.
Full blown crying on the top. And the guy, like one of the guys has like kind of his back to me because he's talking to Nancy, I think, or talking to someone. And I literally I feel like I just kind of like turned him
Violated
around.
him?
Yeah, I like violently hugged him. And I hugged him like this, and I'm crying. And I was like, as I'm crying, I said, thank you for not giving up on me, right? And this part, like, it's etched in my heart and in my mind because I feel like crying again. He's like, no. He's like, thank you for not giving up on yourself. Let me tell you, the tears. So I'm like crying. I'm hugging the other guy. There's this girl on the bottom that's going, hoo-ha. And I'm like, hoo-ha, right?
She's violating everybody on top of the wall.
100%. So I get down and then like I'm like I gotta go give like the volunteer a hug. So I'm full blown. I just come like I don't even ask. At this point, I'm not asking no one if it's okay for me to hug them. I am just giving violent hugs.
If HR was there, they were like,
Yeah,
she broke
I was like-
every bylaw.
So I am crying in this volunteer's like while hugging him. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know what he said to me. And then after I just thanked him, and then I just went and did like the rest of the race, right?
Dang.
But it was the most impactful thing because I'm like, it showed me that I need community, right?
Yeah.
That moment would not have happened had it not been for community, and it showed me like a bigger purpose, like outside of myself. Sometimes we think that we can just do everything on our own when we can't. Right, like
Yeah. Does Tough Mudder have a cheer? Like when you said that lady was like hoo-ah, and everybody's like hoo-ah.
yeah, that's a cheer.
That's a Tough Mudder thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking because everybody was doing it, right? That's that's the cheer that you do right before your
Before you start.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really good. And then like I did other ones, like I did the last one that I was really scared of, which was the shocking one. You get electrocuted, and I think they said it's 10,000 volts. In all honesty, I like a week before, I got stung by a wasp when I was running. And as I got stung, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, it hurts so much. Like I was running, I got stung in the weirdest place. It was like in between my shoe, and it made me kind of almost fall. And then I thought to myself, I was like, oh, maybe this is what it's going to be like to get like shocked, right? So I told my friend, and she's like, oh, that's so sweet, but probably not. And but then I got shocked 5 times. There was this girl there that was like so hesitant about doing it. And I was like, hey, I'll do it together. Like, let's do it together, right? Also because I didn't want to do it by myself, right? So full blown, she's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, let's do it. Come on, right? So we did it together. And the girl that you probably saw me crossing I didn't know her. I just kind of like...
She just picked some random...
I just included myself in what she was going to do. She was hesitant. I was like, let's do it. At the end, I hugged her again. I was high-fiving her team. And then, yeah, that was the end.
That's insane. Yeah. So towards the end, there's like there's wires that are coming down. And so some of them are live wires.
Yes.
And others are not, right? So you just don't know.
Yeah, I'm guessing so because I'm like, I know some people only got shocked twice. For me, I got shocked 5 times. And like the shock, it was enough that I felt the shock on my knee. So I got shocked somewhere up here and I felt it on my knee.
And see, and that's the thing is with guys, when they get shocked, we feel it in one specific area that really, really hurts. So,
like, have you gotten shocked, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have. And it just whoop,
I'll
it
have
hurts.
Okay, I'll have to find out because I'm like, I saw so many guys doing it. I also saw people completely skipping it because that is just an optional. It's an optional one. They don't say that you have to do that. That was optional.
So the third one, that little does she know Miguel HR is currently watching and taking.
Be like, oh, we gotta watch this one. Clearly, that's why I cannot have a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah,
I will be.
There are all the Me Too movements happening everywhere you go.
I'll be like that one person that is. I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I had to ask before I hug people.
No, but so I use three parts, right? So you've talked about those 2, and the third one is the again the wall.
It's a different wall, but it's like a slanted wall.
Yeah, it's a slanted wall. Again, it's on a 45, but this time instead of going from underneath, you're going from along the top, and I guess it's slippery. So there were 2 guys there, and they were laying on the 45, and you were climbing them, standing on their shoulders, and then you were trying to reach, and then the person on top couldn't reach you, and so there's another guy that came in, and then he threw his body as a rope, and you start climbing his body. which is like, what is she doing to that guy?
100%. I'm telling you. I'm like, you.
So she starts climbing this guy.
I climbed up a guy. Yeah, because so there's two guys on the bottom, and they're like, all right, don't worry, just go on, right? So I was like, okay. So I went on their legs, then I went on their shoulders, and then them with their hands are like pushing me up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, although they're pushing me and I'm trying to like kind of propel myself, I'm not able to get to a hand.
Yeah.
So one of the guys who
On the
is
top.
like, he's like an insane tough mudder. He wanted to run the race twice, but at that time, like this particular tough mudder didn't let him. So what he did is he finished it, came back and just helped everybody. So when he saw that I couldn't make it, he literally put his body so I can climb up his body. And it was like, he just did it. I understood the assignment and I did it, right? he went and I was like, and so then what I did is I propelled myself and the video, it's kind of funny because I like grab his leg and I'm like climbing his body.
Yeah. It's like she looked like she was feeding.
100%. And then like two other guys pull me up, right? Yeah.
That was insane.
The whole thing about Tough Mudder is that somebody helps you, but you always turn around and help someone. So you don't just walk away, right? Okay. So then at that point, like my friend and I, we turned around and we helped out like this bigger guy. Both of us like grabbed him and we're like yanking him, and he's like, okay, I'm good. So then he puts his leg over and I like yank his leg over. I'm helping you whether you like it or not.
I'm feeding right now.
Yes, that is me.
That's insane. You know what? Okay. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there. If we can get, because you plan on going next year as well.
100% I'm doing it, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a team?
Me and Nancy, me and my friend.
But you don't have a team. Like it's just you two?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just putting it out there. If we, as MTC Life, can get together a team, my favorite number is 7.
Okay.
If we can get a team of 7, and I'm the 7th one, so 6 more people.
So that's what you're saying. You need 6 more people that commit to go, so you'll go.
Right. So it'll be you, Nancy. So we would need.
You need 4.
Where's my math?
4 more.
4 more. If we can get 4 more, I'll be the 7th.
Levi said he'd go, so that's 3. He's almost 14-year-old. Is he 14 already?
He is no.
Oh, so he's almost 14-year-old. Yeah. He was like, I'll do it. I was like, sure, you can come with us.
No. He'll be 13 during the summer.
What? He's 13 already, is he not? He's 13 already. So he's turning 14 in the summer. He's turning 14
in August.
Oh, he's an August baby.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. September is like, because you have to be.
Oh, it's September?
Yeah, it's always September.
And
so he'll be 14.
You have to be 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he doesn't count.
So Miguel's putting the call out there. Please sign up. So he'll sign up.
4. If we can get 4 people. Well, what is she saying? Disclosure. It's me. I'm HR.
Wait for me when I'm able to come down. Oh my gosh, right?
So if we can get 4 more people, I'll I don't want to say I'll think about it because I don't want to cop out, but I'll do it. If we can get,
you don't need anybody else to sign up for you to do it. You just gotta make a decision because now you're leaving it up to other people for you to do something.
Yes.
Whether it's either a yes or a no.
No.
Okay, so right now is a no. We'll see if 4 other people sign up, then he'll say
then
yes.
It'll be a yes. Yeah,
He's leaving his fate in your hands.
I'm trying to build a community here. That's what you've been talking about community this whole time. I'm trying to build my own.
Yeah, let
MTC
them
Life
be
community.
inspired by your commitment to do it.
Huh?
Let them be inspired by your commitment to do it. I just want to say thank you so much to Terry.
Yeah.
Your determination was, I don't know how you had the strength to keep going after trying so many times. Thank you so much, Terry. Honestly, I don't know. I think sometimes you don't know what you're capable of until you start doing it. And then when you realize that it's not just about you, but you have other people that are trusting you to do this, it's like your limitations sometimes go out of the window and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this no matter what.
It's such a huge, and that's why I wanted to talk about it today because it's such a, and I believe in the, all kidding aside, I believe in the Tough Mudder program. I really, really do. Yeah. Even when they first came to Canada, I saw it and I'm like, oh, this looks amazing. And I want to do it. And I was making plans on doing it. But then what threw me off was that tapeworm story.
That's just an excuse.
No,
man.
I'm being 100%. Listen, I'm being.
Know someone who did not get a tapeworm.
I give you my word. I know somebody that got a tapeworm from Tough Mudder. Stephanie, I'm not saying her name, but she got a
Stephanie, a friend of a friend of a friend's cousin that he goes to the gym with.
that walks the dog. That's the Goldfish brothers. Yeah. And then so that's what threw me off. And so I just put it, I took it out of my head and whatever, right? But I really do believe in it. And because I've seen it and I've seen how people come together, black, white, brown, Asian, Spanish, young, old. I've seen guys who are like with one leg.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I know, right?
Yeah.
100%. Like I was watching videos of somebody who was blind and that was prepping to do. I think he was prepping to do a not a Tough Mudder, but a Spartan race, and he had a coach with him. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, any kind of challenge like this that is fitness related, it works your mindset, it works your physicality, it works everything. Like it works your spirit. It's everything that's intertwined, right?
Yeah.
I loved it.
So again, I believe in it, and I do want to do it.
He's like, it's just the tapeworm that scares him.
It's just that the tapeworm is the sixth, is one of the first. It's one of the team members. So we gotta find 3 more. We
There
got
you go, right?
Nancy, the tapeworm, and we gotta need 3 more, and then it'll be me.
It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Honestly, I believe that. Well, maybe not for everybody, because I do know someone who is like, oh, I did it twice, but it wasn't my thing. But then I know people that sign up every year and they do it religiously, right?
How much is it?
Right now, I believe it's 110, but the longer you wait, it's like the more expensive it gets. So when I bought it, I actually bought it as a Groupon, and it was $99, and then you have to pay extra for parking and something else. But I know Nance, she kind of waited a little bit later, and she ended up paying about $200 for it.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so it's depending when you sign up. The earlier you sign up, the cheaper it is.
Yeah.
But even for myself, I haven't signed up yet because it's just.
Is it open for registration?
Yeah, it's already. You can sign up the day you go and do it. They have places where you can sign up for the next year. And that's what people do. They go and they do it, and then they sign up again. It's amazing. Like, and the thing is that you get a t-shirt and a headband, but it's just such a sense of fulfillment that you're like, it says Tough Mudder finisher, and you're like, heck to the yeah, I'm a finisher, right? Or you have your headband and you're like, I didn't just buy this. Like it took commitment, it took effort, and this is something that came out of it. I know it seems like such a small thing, but it signifies the effort and the thing. Because this is the thing with Tough Mudder. I'll be honest. If you don't train, it's going to be a whole lot harder, right? Yeah. I spent 30 days training. Yeah, no, I spent 6 weeks training. And it was a very specific to this, to Tough Mudder. And he focused a lot on mindset, right? Yeah. So I spent those 6 weeks, and I kid you not, because of those 6 weeks, we were able to run, I would say that we ran 90% of the 15 kilometers. And then we did as much as we did with the obstacles, but it's because we had the training, we had the preparation for it.
Can you see the obstacles before all 30 of them before you?
You go into their thing, and sometimes they change them up, but yeah, you can see a lot of them.
We can call ourselves the Tapeworm Society.
This guy in the tapeworm stuff.
I'm just saying. Can you imagine having a shirt?
I'm not calling myself the Tapeworm Society. You are on your own on that one.
The Tapeworm Society, and then we just make shirts, and then it'll be a tapeworm just wrapped around.
That's so
an
gross.
Intestine.
That is so gross. Heck to the no.
Come on.
I'm going to say a big no.
If you let me do this, I'll do it. Right now, I'll commit to it.
You'll commit to doing a Tough Mudder.
If you let me make a shirt that says...
You can wear that shirt, so sure.
No, us. It's an us thing.
I'm not wearing that shirt.
The Tapeworm
Society.
Yeah.
Heck to the no. Then people are going to be like, what? And I'd be like, oh yeah, this is Miguel. He's scared that he's going to get a tapeworm up his butt, and then made me wear this shirt so he'd actually do it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, because at the end, we're just going to get another shirt, and we're going to put that shirt on top of it.
I know. I feel so good to put that shirt on.
So then there you go. So then as we do the course, we run as the Tapeworm Society, right? Togetherness.
Like a tapeworm linked together.
Yeah, like a bunch of little tapeworms taped together.
That's so gross.
Let's do it. If you say right now that, yes, you know what, I'll wear this shirt, I will commit publicly that I will do the Tough Mudder.
If I wear a Tapeworm Society shirt.
Yeah.
A Tapeworm Society shirt.
Yes. If I'll design it for your approval, but it'll say
pending my approval of that.
of the design, but the words will say on it the Tapeworm Society. 100%.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
shoot.
Do you need a moment to think about it? Do you want to come back on the 26th and see how much of your commitment's really there?
No, I mean, I put myself out there. I'm telling you, I'm not. I don't lie.
He's like,
I don't backtrack.
and then that week or like 6 months before, he'd be like, oh no, like, I was in the gym and like my wrist is not working, or like I pulled something on my knee or my back.
No excuses. No, I am hurt, but no excuses. No, come hell or high water, I'm telling you right now.
You're gonna do it.
If you let me, and we have proof here, if you let me create a shirt that says the Tapeworm Society team, and you wear that shirt
Absolutely.
throughout the Tough Mudder, I will do it.
Absolutely. I will do that. You also have to remember, you have to like promise that you'll try to run the 15K with us.
Dude, I'll sign up.
And you'll run the 15K.
I'll
you won't be like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
If you can commit right now,
I will wear it.
As soon as we're done, I will log on and register myself.
Okay.
Oh crap.
All right. Please, everybody, follow up with Miguel over here and to find out whether or not he went through with his promise. Is it an empty promise?
It's not.
Is it a real promise?
Look, I'm committing.
Okay.
I'm committing. So are you committing?
I'm gonna be there anyway.
No,
absolutely.
That's not what I'm asking.
To wear the Tapeworm Society?
Yeah, as a part of the team. We are the Tapeworm, and when we register, because we can register as a team, we register as the Tapeworm Society.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Crap.
I'm like, it's just the name of the shirt. It's gonna get muddied on anyway.
I'm not making it white.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if this commitment is for legit, for real.
It's just a t-shirt. There's like real little commitment on my part. It's more the commitment on your part.
No, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something.
Really?
Yes, 100%. When have I ever backed up for anything?
Really?
When have I ever backed up?
I remember
Lies.
that you...
Lies. You're about to lie right now.
No, I'm
not. I can tell.
No, I'm not.
You're Spanish. You're about to lie right now.
I am not. I distinctly remember you committing to run with Seth a race. And you started training, but you went too hardcore on the training, and something happened that you weren't able to run the race.
That was legit. I did. It was a 5 peaks run.
Yes.
And I did 2 out of the 5. Okay. And then because I was legit. I did it. And then I was I was training at the gym, and I was going great. And I was like, you know what? After I did my first 2 races, I'm like, I need to train on terrain, because training on terrain and training on a treadmill is a completely different thing, right? And so I went through Hard Lake.
Oh, and that's when
the woods.
Yeah.
And I pulled a hamstring, and then I was like, okay. So I was massaging it. I was trying to get the kink out and whatever. But by the time that the 3rd race came in, I was like, it was still hurting, and I couldn't do it.
Okay,
so I didn't do it.
Okay, so I didn't know the backstory. So yes, he does pull through on his commitments.
So I did out of the 5. So 5 peaks is 5 races, and I did 2 out of the 5.
Oh, I'm so excited! I can't wait to see your face when you get shocked. You also have to commit to doing the shocking part at least once. Like, you just have to do it the first race that you ever do.
Listen, if I'm
you're gonna do it like that.
I'm all in. I'm doing all 30.
Okay.
I'm doing all 30.
Look at you.
If I do this,
look at you.
I'm not no halvesies on this. If I do this, not if. Now that I'm doing this, I'm doing all 30.
All right. You heard it here, people.
So if you want to join the Tapeworm Society team, sponsored by MTC Live.
Get your shirt.
Get your shirt. You'll have a shirt.
I'm a little tapeworm going around an intestine. It's gonna be the weirdest thing, but we're gonna do it. We are gonna support Miguel by wearing the tapeworm shirt.
And then it's screwed. We don't have to wait until 7.
Sorry?
Because I said I'll do it if we can get 6 people.
Okay, so you're actually going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing it. Like, you're not waiting for other people to join.
No, I'm not waiting.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to register, and I'm going to do this.
Okay, after this, we're registering.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I would do it right now. I just don't want to take up any time. But I'm telling you right now, this is happening.
All right, so you heard it here. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's so good, honestly.
If you still want to run with us, do it, and you'll come in as part of the tape. We'll show you the design, and it'll be the Tapeworm Society.
Yes, and if you're signing up and you want to do our same wave, we're gonna do the 8 a.m. wave, 8 to 8:45. It's better because the obstacles are better, and yes, exactly. The worst in my mind is coming in. Like, I see people coming in at the 12 o'clock thing. What MTC is now Miguel's tapeworm crew. Now you know truly what MTC stands. So that's what. Why don't we do that MTC, and then you have like a little tapeworm on the thing. Anyway,
Vanessa, that was good. I'm not happy with that acronym, but that was good. MTC life.
so now you know we are gonna do it. Our wave is gonna be the 8 a.m. wave.
8 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually have said where it's going to be. When you sign up, it says it's Toronto.
Does it change every time?
Yeah, it does change. Last year they did it in Hamilton. This year they did it. I don't know. It was I forget the name of the place where it was, but it was close to. I would say it was 30 minutes away from Woodstock. It took us about an hour and a half, I want to say, to get there.
At one point, they had it in Blue Mountain area.
Yeah. So it does change around, right? And I think depending on where it goes, sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging than others.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that we went to, there was some hills, but it wasn't a lot of hills, right? So we'll see. But I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm in. Miguel's Tapeworm Crew, MTC.
MTC. Little do you know that it's tapeworm.
Vanessa, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed how quickly you came up with that. I think she had it in the back of her pocket this entire time. She was waiting
Listen,
to like.
every time people see the MTC, they're going to take tapeworm.
I hope not. I hope
you
not.
put it in their minds.
No. I hope not. MTC's life stands for mentoring, training, and coaching life. It's a mentoring company.
Not a tapeworm company, people. Check
Public
out his eBay store for his tapeworms.
Yeah, for tapeworm. A little, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I didn't have anything that exciting this year.
No, you did. Okay, tell us about Seth.
Yeah, he's serving a mission.
So Seth, his oldest son, who turned 18,
Yes.
is now serving a mission for our church.
Yes.
It is a 2-year mission.
Yes.
And he's going to eventually be in Peru.
Right. Right now he's in Edmonton, Calgary. He's just chilling there. He was waiting for the visa to drop, and then the visa did drop, and so now, the Peru is going. So he did what I did when I was younger, and so I served my mission in Puerto Rico, and he's just serving in. He's serving there.
I think that's so awesome, eh?
Yeah.
So in our ward, meaning like our church or the chapel where we go, we had we had one new missionary come in.
Mm-hmm.
As I was don't hit Miguel that you don't think
What'd you say? That you don't think of it first. It's now canon and happy. No, listen.
Miguel's tapeworm clinic.
I'm.
Yes, Vanessa.
So no, I'm not. I would never think of that. It's not something I approve. I don't approve of this message.
Like the politicians,
Yeah,
right?
No, I don't approve of it. Yeah, this is wrong. Bad, Vanessa. Bad. So you have 2 new missionaries?
Yeah, but I was thinking about them because keep in mind when like youth go out on missions, they're 18, right?
Yeah.
But it honestly made me, I had a sense of awe, I guess, the Sunday as I saw our missionaries, because you're choosing to give up 24 months of your life. Like literally Seth could be going to school, living his life, partying, doing what like most people want to do at that age, right?
Yeah.
But instead he chose to do it,
I know.
right?
Everybody that I talk to, they're like, they are. So when I served, I left everything behind and I went. So I didn't get to talk to, and we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have social media. So I didn't get to talk to anybody who I was leaving behind, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know what kind of conversations were taking place by my parents or friends or church members, whatever. But now that I'm in the receiving end, meaning my son is on a mission and I stay behind and I talk to people, the common denominator is, how is it possible that a youth in your church, what kind of conviction must they have for them to just leave everything behind for 24 months, right?
Exactly.
School, and he has a girlfriend that he's like really, really close to and whatever. And so just left her, no schools, no work, no education, no nothing for 2 years, and then just come back. And then
it's not easy either, right? Like I think about the amount of rejection that you face because you literally are going up to, like, you're teaching about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right? And some people are like, no, hey, that's not my thing. But some people are pretty mean about it, right?
Yeah.
So these are young people that are going out there and kind of putting themselves up for rejection for those people that are ready.
Well, he did say, he's like, so we get to, so as the missions now, we get to, before when I served, you can only call twice. Right, Mother's Day and Christmas.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was
right?
the same with Mike when he
yeah.
went.
So, but now you get to FaceTime 1 hour once a week. And so we're talking to him last Monday, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, so how is it? How, you love your mission? He goes, Dad, I love my mission. This is amazing. He's like, but the MTC lied to me.
100%.
Because in the MTC, right, the Missionary Training Center down in Utah, where they go for 5 weeks to get trained on how to be a missionary, the language and all, and the discussions and all those points, they I don't want to say they paint sunshines and rainbow pictures. They don't. They say it's tough.
Yeah.
But to say it's tough and then to experience the toughness are two very different things. Like even Tough Mudder here, right?
Yeah.
You're telling me it's tough, whatever, but I will not really know
Until you do it.
until I have that tapeworm, right? And so until then,
You won't know really how tough it is.
exactly.
It's the same, right?
Yeah.
I think this is such a good preparation for life, because when I was in school and I was doing my nursing program, in my nursing program, everything was like almost perfect. Like you kind of know what the issues are when you get out into like the nursing field, but you don't know how hard it is until you're actually there. When
Right.
you're actually facing these decisions, and not only are you like there to fulfill your purpose of why you did it, but now you have to handle additional stressors, right?
Yeah. And so which puts into perspective the whole atonement of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So 33 years of living his life, being persecuted, people following him, performing miracles or whatever. And all of a sudden he's faced in the Garden of Gethsemane with all those pains and all those the suffering, blood pouring from his pores. I don't know how he could have properly prepared for that moment, to the point that he says, "Let this cup pass from me."
Mm-hmm.
Right? So even he was just like, I could not have imagined this was going to be this tough, right? And so if there's another way, please let it be. But if this is the only way, then thy will be done, right? And so he was willing to do, and he was willing to go. So it's interesting, like with the Tough Mudder, with Seth and everything, it's and the reward that Christ got, the resurrection and being, just who he is and where he sits now and our Redeemer and Savior. And I say this when I'm in schools, and especially when I'm talking to parents, we see these kids and then they struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we want to take away those struggles from them. And I'm like, don't do that.
It's such a hard thing.
You can't, right? Because when I always say it's the tagline in the workshop, right? There is strength in the struggle.
There is.
So let them struggle, let them feel those pains, as long as they're not in danger, right? But if they're hurting, whatever, do not go to school and fight their battles for them. If they're having a hard time with their teacher, let them have those hard times with their teachers. Let them struggle, because that child is going to learn and grow more if they figure it out on their own. If you guide them, but let them do it on their own, versus you coming in and fighting that battle with them, and then they learn nothing. Then the wrong muscle gets exercised.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, mom and dad are always going to bail me out. And that's the wrong muscle, right?
I totally agree, because this parenting thing is really hard, especially as you start parenting like older kids. My daughter, she's 12, but she's in the middle school, and I've had a lot of struggles with her being in the middle school. Not necessarily her, it's been me.
Yeah.
And the reason why I figured out where I was struggling is because I realized that I started parenting her from the point of reference of my own lived experience, not realizing that she's living a completely different experience, right? And so then it made me kind of reflect back and put a stop on it and be like, okay, this is not her experience. I need to give her the room and the space to like feel all these difficult feelings. Yeah. And then even realizing that even her and my second son struggled a little bit there for a minute last year. He was having some issues with some kids, but knowing that I may not be able to fix it. Like I told him, I'm like, I may not be able to fix it, but I'm going to be here to like affirm you. I'm going to be here to listen to you. I'm going to be here to walk with you, to give you tools and to kind of help you work through it, right?
Much something like what you did with Fab Friday with Raquel.
Oh yeah, she didn't know I was stalking her though.
I know.
But yeah, true that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, because my
it's understandable though. It's your first. It's your
it's
first
my
activity.
First baby.
Your first baby.
Listen, I struggled a lot because my daughter, she's a lot more quiet and reserved. But the difference between her and I is that I was quiet and reserved because I was self-conscious,
Yeah.
not because I was introverted.
Yeah.
As opposed to her, she's quiet and reserved because she naturally enjoys it. She's quite confident in who she is. She can be in the room full out of people that she doesn't know. And if she's asked a question or she's in an environment where she has to answer questions, she'll be putting her hand up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's tough. Parenting is tough, man.
Yeah. Did you hear what happened in the news with that kid got shot
No, I did not.
at the mall?
We're here?
Actually, I don't know. I was listening to yesterday. So what ended up happening is that there's a YouTuber guy, and his whole YouTube is getting people to react out of anger.
Oh my gosh.
So he'll egg them on. And he picks on like blue collar employees, like Uber drivers, Uber Eats drivers, people that are just newspaper people, like whatever. They're just trying to make an honest living. And he'll go up to them and he'll start like getting right in front of their face, like right in front of their face.
Oh my gosh.
And he won't say anything sometimes, and he'll just like the person will be standing and he'll come from behind and he'll press himself up against them. Sometimes he won't say anything, and so people feel like
attacked
that something's about to go down, right?
Yeah.
And so he there was a learning or development challenge.
Oh, 100% for parenting. Oh my gosh, that's like.
Yeah, and so this guy, so he whatever, and he would grab a phone and he'll just like, he'll do that, right? Or he'll be recording you, kind of like you have no idea who this guy is, and he's tall, like 6'5". So you have this guy coming up to you, towering over you, and doing this. Are you gonna feel safe?
No.
100%, right? So he went to he was at the mall, like the food court, and so some kid came in with Uber Eats, and he went to go pick up the whatever, and so like the Uber Eats kid, I don't know, 18, 19, whatever, and so then this guy comes over and he starts doing that and grabbing the phone right up to his face, whatever, and he goes, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He kept pushing him off, and he kept like whatever, and then the guy's friends, the ones that are recording, like they showed up with the camera and they're recording for clicks and stuff like that. And then two more guys show up. And so now you have this tiny kid, this 6 foot guy, and then surrounded by 3 more people. So guaranteed his life feels like he's about to get jumped. So he just pulled a gun and just shot him.
Oh my god.
It went through his stomach. The guy's gonna recover. But here's the crazy thing. So the guy's safe now. The guy that got shot, like the YouTuber, he's safe. Whatever. So the other kid got arrested and charged, right, with aggravated assault and whatever. So he was found innocent for aggravated assault, but guilty for discharging a weapon in an open area, like at the mall.
Yeah.
Right. So if he is found guilty on that, like if they're appealing it and all this other stuff, and so if they go ahead with it, he can get up to 10 to 15. That's not even the sad part. The sad part is that the father came out and made a video and saying how the kid that shot him needs to have a personality, that he should have known that we were just joking, and that his son was meant for greatness, and he's doing this to bring joy to people's lives. And so he needs to learn how to take a joke, and he's defending him to like tooth and nail, right? And saying that he's a good kid, and that at what point did you feel threatened? And then God saved his life because he's meant to continue with these videos. So the father is not even accepting responsibility and in saying that his son is all innocent and stuff like that and whatever. And meanwhile, this kid is about to probably go to jail for 10, 15 years.
Oh my gosh.
And it's the where you get the audacity to parent or to defend your child. If your child did something bad, which he's been doing, if you take a look at all of his YouTube videos, they're all bully videos. He's doing it to get clicks, and the father has just come forward and says he's a good kid. God put him on this earth to do stuff like this. It's like no, he didn't. Learn to parent, guy. Learn to parent. That's not it.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
He needs a timeout.
That's crazy.
Oh, the mother said something similar, as well as the YouTuber said he keeps going. Yeah. So,
My gosh, that's so crazy.
anyways, challenges. That's what I've learned today. So, what was Maria?
What was Maria? What do you mean?
Oh, jeez. There we go.
Hey, there you go. Right.
All right, Maria. What was your takeaway?
Learn to parent.
That was your takeaway.
I'm like legit. We ended it in a bit of a somber.
Okay, you know, hang on.
No, we're good. No, let's go back because it's also an hour. So no, honestly, it's just one of the things that I learned is that we can go through hard things, that we can overcome hard things, and the lesson is in the in between. If we avoid those hard things, then we're avoiding the lesson, we're avoiding the growth. So growth happens in the in between, and to be a better parent.
Yeah. What did I learn? I learned
That you're gonna get a tapeworm.
I learned that I have to mentally prepare
Yes,
for this tapeworm.
100%. It's a
I learned that I need to. You know, and I don't want to sound pompous. I really
Wait,
don't.
okay. I love that. Let me hear it.
No, I don't want to sound. But I didn't learn anything new because I already knew that struggle. There's strength and struggles.
Yeah.
I think what I loved about today is that it just reiterated and emphasized on a long principle that I've always known, that you gotta accept the struggles of life. You gotta accept them with a smiley face, and then because there is a lesson and something greater that you're gonna learn from it.
Yeah, I also love the fact that you took charge and you're like, I am gonna sign up for Tough Mudder, and you didn't put it out there for like, oh, I need 4 people to sign up. Oh, and then like decided not to sign up.
But you're doing your part, right? You're
I'm gonna use a tapeworm shirt.
Not use it.
I'm gonna wear it.
You're gonna wear it throughout. No, because I have to be careful with the writing here. Right?
Yes, I will commit to wearing it from start to finish. The tapeworm shirt.
Okay.
And then we'll get on your pants. We'll do a tapeworm on your butt.
With arrows, entrance here.
That's disgusting. This is a PG rated show. Come on. All right, guys. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Remember to be thankful. There's lots and lots of things that we can be thankful for.
Absolutely. And also remember, everybody, please join us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the things. Oh, not Twitter, it's called X. But all of those. And follow us and make sure that you stay notified by clicking that notification button. And
right.
Just to let you know, next Monday we will not be broadcasting. We both have appointments, but we will be broadcasting the following week, which is the 20-something.
Yes, absolutely. All
And
right.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Love you all. Take care. Bye.
Get a minute, Dono. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your. Let it. I show that I live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. What you hear in yourself when no one's to be found? What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind?
Yes, you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Check the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist, and the mess, and happily perform the new in your hands.
I show that I live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides.